Hey, hello everybody, welcome back to Mini Makers. This time we got Pastel. Woo!
Hey!
Look at us go. Now, Pastel, you have not had anything to do with Warhammer before, yeah?
Just my friends talking about it, so I know what a Necron is, and I know what a Skaven is, and that's about it.
Radical. Well, we're gonna do a lot of learning, because I don't know a ton. I know a lot about the Tau and about Orcs, and that's about it. So yeah, let's get going. Working on models. Are they printed? As in 3D printed? No. Howdy, Phoenix. Or should I say g'day? Hello, March and Corpse Farmer. Thank you, everybody, for coming to join us. So this is Pastel's first time. Your way of saying Pastel has creeped into my own accent now, Pastel.
Yes! I've infected all around me.
God damn, you Americans certainly know how to infect your neighboring English-speaking countries.
Yeah, how do you normally pronounce it?
Pastel.
Pastel.
Yep, Pastel.
And how do you pronounce the god of chaos and or not chaos, fire and death?
Which one?
God of the Night House.
The god of the Nine Hells.
Oh, Asmodeus.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, look, we've got some interesting ways of pronouncing words here in Australia, so... Yeah, so I'm building some Orc Warbikers, which I've been so keen to build. They look so dope, and it doesn't look like they're too difficult to make either. So, very excited. And what are you building, Pastel?
I'm building a Necron Ghost Arc.
Ooh, it looks very dope.
Yeah, it's got a lot of pieces.
It does have a lot of pieces.
Which I'm fine with.
As an intro to 40k, oof, that is a lot. But,
well, my friend was like, it's similar to the size of like a Gundam. Some of the pieces are bigger, so
yeah,
I feel more at home with it.
Mm.
Try if I can get this clue to figure itself out.
So apparently, Martianator pronounces, do you pronounce Pastel or Asmodeus?
Pastel.
Pastel.
Oh.
I'm not sure whether he pronounces which one, but Asmodeus is how I say that one. Both, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure you're British, Marsh, I believe, so unsurprising that we sound somewhat similar. Given that we are somewhat one of the colonies still. So, one of the colonies. But...
This was such a bad idea.
It's a
I tried to clean up.
Oh.
I tried to clean up the glue tube with the tweezers, and now they're all sticky.
I'm sorry. What was that? Something is sticky. Oh god.
My tiny tweezers.
We've got Yume recorded saying, "Why am I sticky?"
Sticky.
We need to make it like a voice, like on Windham's streams. We need to make like a voice thing where it can just play. But yeah.
Matif Gets Hard is also gotta be one.
Matif Gets Hard. But yeah, what are some other linguistic differences between American English and Australian English? Because there's got to be a lot.
I've heard. How do you pronounce the thing that you sleep on at night? The thing under your head.
A roof?
What? No, like under your head.
Oh, a pillow or like a bed?
Yeah. So some people pronounce it pillow.
Pillow.
Yeah, and some people pronounce it palo.
Yeah, no.
But I pronounce it pillow too. So that one's.
Yes, Corpse Farm, you do spell colour wrong. It has a U. You guys just get rid of U's in some words, which is weird.
But you don't need them. Throw them out the window. You don't need them. I now have glue all over my fingers. It's
yeah,
fine.
welcome
this
to Warhammer.
dries really quickly.
Yeah, it does. You kind of get used to it. You get used to being sticky.
Sticky.
Sticky. Have I cut the wrong wheels out? I think I might have done. What the heck is happening? I do not understand what is happening.
Okay. Are these water stickers?
You don't need the stickers for now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
was
don't
about to
even
say,
I don't even use the stickers. I'm not a fan of how they
I've
look.
never done water stickers. I know you can on some. A lot of model girls use water stickers because they stay on longer and they go on better, but they are a lot harder to get on.
Yeah,
And so I've never attempted.
Shadow Turkey, who is actually a real life friend of mine, surely hit her with the Australian slang. All right. What is a servo?
It's a token you can make in Magic.
You're not technically wrong.
That's all I got. I don't know.
A servo is a service station or a gas station.
I was about to say, what is a service station?
Yeah, well, we would call it a petrol station.
Yeah.
But or the bottlo.
A bubbler? Is that what you're saying?
A bottlo.
It's an animal, right? A buffalo?
Okay, bottle. Apostrophe O.
Bottlo?
Yep.
No. No idea.
It would be a oh, how do I even say it? It's like a place where you buy alcohol.
Huh.
So
We
would
just call it a liquor store.
yeah, liquor store. We call it a bottle-o. It's where you go to buy bottles.
Oh, weird. I feel like this one's pretty obvious. It's used in a lot of situations, but do you know what an elevator is?
Yeah, of course I know what that we call them elevators.
Oh, okay. Because in Britain they call them lifts, and I think that's weird.
Well, we have a lot of Australians call them elevators, but we have a lot of British people, so they call them lifts. But we kind of use both interchangeably here. Like, yeah. I love language. It's so interesting. It's crazy.
How about... I'm trying to think of, like, traditionally American things that
Let's
are
get
not
some-
used in English.
Let's get some words in the chat.
Yeah, someone else help me out. Marsh, you're from the United States, right? We talked about that yesterday. We talked about payphones yesterday. Are there any payphones in Australia?
Not really. Like, they're around. They're around, but we don't really, like, use them. Like, they're things that get, like, you know, that get smashed up and abused, because legally they have to be there, but no one uses them. Do you know what? Do you know what Macca's is?
Only because of the cold ones. Do you know who the cold ones are?
I believe so. They're like a podcast, right?
Yeah, and they have a YouTube channel too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know that.
So yeah, there's an episode where they get an animation of McDonald's Gordon Ramsay.
Mm-hmm.
He's like judging a bunch of McDonald's stuff. So they're like, "Why did we make this?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, we eat in Macca's."
Yeah, it is weird to hear it come out of your mouth. But yeah, Macca's is what we call McDonald's. Mickey D's is also appropriate. You can also call it Mickey D's.
We call it Mickey D's too.
Yeah, so fries, right?
Mm-hmm.
We call them chips.
I knew that, only because of, like, Doctor Who and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, we have a British restaurant in my town, and they sell, like, authentic British stuff, so you have to figure out the verbiage if you're ever gonna eat there.
Is this the right one?
And then you call, cookies, you call them biscuits, right?
It depends. Cookies are cookie. Oh god, that's a really hard one. Cookies are cookies, but there are also biscuits.
What the? You could just do that to me.
Well, no. So there are chocolate chip cookies, right? Of which most people are familiar with, right? Those are cookies, right? But we also have Anzac biscuits, which are cookies, but we call them biscuits. But yeah, so for fries, we have hot chips, which are what you would call fries, and then we have chips, which are what you guys would call like oh god.
Is it like a thicker fry or a thinner fry?
Sorry. So what we call your fries hot chips, and what your you know, like your Lay's chips or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're chips.
Those are crisp, right?
No, they're chips.
They're chips?
They're still chips.
What the fuck?
We both call them chips, but it's the context. So it's context dependent. So if you say, oh yeah, I'm going to go get some hot chips. Like, you know, you're going to go to the fish and chip store and get some chips.
Oh, I guess you can, say hot. I was about to say, what if you ask your friend if they want chips?
You say, do you want some hot chips? I'm just now realizing how confusing it must be for people who are not from this country. But we do have a lot of British people in Australia, so like we are familiar with like hearing people say, "Oh, you want some crisps?" We argue with them and say that's not the correct way to say it, but we understand.
God, these pieces are so delicate. I feel weird
They
trying
really
to shave
are.
them off.
Okay, now explain to me the concept of a corn dog, because we do not have those here.
A corn dog?
Yes, explain to me this concept in which you call corn dogs. I do not understand.
Okay. Do you know what a funnel cake is?
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It's pretty much just like pancake batter.
Okay.
And okay, I'm gonna explain what a funnel cake is first now,
Okay.
because that irritates me that you guys don't get to have funnel cake. It's so good. It's pancake batter, and then you make it into, you like put it in a funnel, right? And then
Okay.
it goes into a fryer, like that's already hot, and so it cooks as it comes out of the funnel, right? So it's like these little thin strands kind of things, and like you kind of move it around so it makes like a circle, right? And so it like crisscrosses and it like holds itself together, right?
Yep.
And then you pull it out of the fryer and you put like powdered sugar on it and stuff, and that's a funnel cake.
Okay.
And a corn dog is like funnel cake batter, so it's like kind of sugary pancake batter, right? And you put it on a hot dog and then you fry that instead of like putting it to...
I see. See, because here in Australia, like, you can get corn dogs, but you can only get them when, like, at what you guys would see, like, county fairs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We call them, what do we call them here? They're like carnivals, but not in the American sense of a carnival. So, like, if there's a town near me, it's like, oh yeah, it's that town's carnival day or whatever. But they just have, it's just, yeah, it's like a county fair.
When's the season for that?
Or a fete is what they call them as well. Season? Usually it's like spring, early summer. And although there is one near Easter, there's a big, at least where I live, there's a really big one that happens around Easter.
Well, Marsh, I actually think he's talking about like a state fair. Like a... Well, there's like county fairs and there's like state fairs, and I think he's talking about like a state fair.
That's the really big ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, we have smaller ones as well.
Well, county fairs, it's kind of like county fairs are like what you have for like a small area. I assume you know what a county is, right?
Yeah.
So, think you guys have.
Yeah, we have we don't call them counties. We call them like shires, like British. Shires.
I have never heard that word used outside of the context of like the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that's what I assume.
Yeah, like a fun fair. But yeah, so we have smaller scale ones, and then we have large scale ones as well. So we have one, like I've already said that I'm from Western Australia. We have one that's called, which is the largest one, which is the shoot, I've been to it several times. What's it called? I literally had it in my head, and now I can't remember. I need to Google this.
You never realize how much you talk with your hands until you do like a building stream. And you can't like build and talk at the same time. At least me. That's me.
Yeah, I talk a lot with my hands as well. Like I showed you after the game the other night, when I'm doing character voices, I like use my whole body. Oh shoot, what's it called?
Ooh, you should ask Winham to do his female voice on stream at some point.
Oh, I should definitely do that. I need to Google this because it's gonna... What is it called? Queen, Knight, King. This is gonna kill me. I'm gonna freaking search this up and, if it kills me.
School fairs. I'm thinking we didn't really have like school fairs.
Sometimes some of the bigger schools do, or like some of the country schools do that, but not the not where I live.
This glue is really starting to annoy me. Oh my god. I would rather take the tiny cuts than deal with this glue.
I can't remember. It'll come to me at some point. I'll remember what it's called. But yeah, it's so fun because, you know, it's so easy to, you know, when you're talking to people who also speak English, like people from England and people from America and, you know, from Australia, and go, oh yeah, we're also similar, and then realize how different, like, our cultures can be. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, and Scotland and Wales.
Oh, dude, they're also different.
Ireland. God, I can never understand people from Ireland.
Oh, I'm half English, so I can. I kind of grew up, like, when you grow up around lots of English people, it's kind of like you have to learn how to understand them, or you will never understand anything. Because my family come from a, well, my dad's side of the family come from a part of England where they don't have particularly strong accents, but all my dad's friends do. So, yeah, listening to them speak is always fun.
I have taken like short trips down to the south and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And you gotta get used to that quickly, or you do not know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because that accent is so thick, and if you don't know what they're saying, like, you're not gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I think I've said it here, not necessarily on Minimakers. I've said on stream before that Australia basically has 3 accents, which is general Australian English, which is what I speak. You have basically Bogan English, which is what you would call redneck English, and you have like upper class Australian English, which is just like, it's a bunch of English people that haven't been in their country for 20 years. That's how they sound.
So it's like posh.
It's like posh Australian English, yeah. They sound posh, but to us they just sound like twats. Because Australia is relatively small, like, if somebody speaks like that, you can usually guess which school they went to. Like, so, yeah.
Like, I'm fucking this up.
It's alright, that's all a part of the process.
My first Gundam did not look good. I will tell you that right now.
Oh, trust me, I could show you the first minis I made versus the ones I make now, and there is huge improvements, my lord. Alright, now I'm gonna do something real wacky here. Something real weird. I'm gonna glue this together and then add the wheel on without gluing the wheel on, so it can still spin whilst attached to the mini. This is gonna be real weird. I also love how the so the boss of a orc group, right, is called a knob.
That's pretty funny.
Yep. So I'm building the boss knob motorcycle at the moment, which is just fucking hilarious. My lord. But yeah, I would imagine the south is a time.
So tell me a little bit about the orcs.
Orcs, they're crazy motherfuckers. So orcs, so they are fungus people. That's the first thing you need to know about the orcs. They grow. They don't like breed and have sex normally like other peoples do. They literally, wherever they run, they drop spores, which go into the earth and grow more orcs. They are relatively brainless. Not brainless. They're dumb as hell.
Low intelligence score.
Very like it's a 5. Like they're barely like language is not great for them.
I get this to stick together.
Yeah. So basically, what the orcs are is, so you know, in Warhammer they basically have like space magic with the warp and with like psychic powers and stuff. Now the orcs are the most powerfully psychic race, but they're dumb as hell, so they can't actually use it properly. But basically what they can do is when they are in when they're in a big group together, their psychic power kind of merges. And all of orc shit, I'm trying to glue this wheel together and it is not working out. There we are.
Wait, before you continue,
yes.
How do I put these pieces together?
Okay, do you have your glue?
Yes.
Alright, so basically, what kind of glue is it, first of all? Is it super glue or is it plastic glue?
Super glue.
Super glue, alright. So you're gonna have to work real quick. So usually you have to use plastic glue, which melts it together. You can do it with super glue, that's fine. Some people do it like that. So basically what you need to do is you need to dry fit it. So you need to put it together in the position where you know it's gonna go. And then you find they should have holes and little divots where they lock into each other.
Mm-hmm.
So you find those like locks and divots, and then you put the glue in those places, and then you quickly slam it together.
Okay.
So that's kind of the aim.
What's wet welding? Is that a Warhammer thing?
I have no clue what that is.
Oh, okay, I was about to say. Can't even get it to come out of the bottle.
We use wouldn't have in the UK, but we change y'all have to y'all have. Yeah, Australia's kind of weird in that respect because we do use y'all, but kind of ironically. But yeah, we use a lot of the UK contractions rather than the US ones. PVC glue is a wet weld, meaning it chemically melts the plastics together. Yeah, so basically, a lot of the time you can melt the plastic together and then you hold it together And then you spot do it with super glue to kind of connect it together a little bit better. But you're just using super glue, so just do you.
Yeah, I think this is dried out. I don't think this is gonna work.
No?
I'm trying to get it to...
There is a chance. Yeah, if it's dried together, I wouldn't worry if it's like that. You did say you had something else, though.
Yeah, I can build... my Wonder Woman!
Wonder Woman.
Why do you always go into a German accent when there's a W?
I find it very easy. It's just where my mind
well...
goes when I hear a W, and I'm like, oh, I can turn that into a V and sound German. So, that's just where my mind goes.
Put this boy away. Oh, Jesus Christ, that sounds awful. The problem, especially with that, is that I get glue on myself every single time I use it. Like,
oh, really?
It's not a joke. So if that would stay on forever, I would hate myself. I would hate my life.
Yeah, look, the first time I used super glue on minis, I did glue my fingers together. So, yeah, I feel ya. Shit. Okay. Oh god.
Take a second and look at how beautiful she is.
Whoa, that's so dope.
Isn't she? I love her so much.
Wow. Flaming Phoenix says, speaking of hobby and stuff, Octarius, who's ready for it? I think I saw a little bit of that. That's the new Orc Kill Team box, right? Please enlighten me, Phoenix. I believe it's the new Orc box. Yeah, so anyways, back to Orcs.
Yes.
Basically, they're the most powerfully psychic beings in the universe, but they're too dumb to kind of understand how to use it. So, for the greatest example is a bunch of orcs. This isn't a true story, but this is kind of a good way to, as an example. So, a bunch of orcs are fighting a group of humans, right? And the humans run out of bullets, and they're like, "Oh damn, how are we gonna kill all these orcs without like we've got no bullets?" So basically, all of the orcs' power comes from like imagination, right? If they imagine something to be real, it will be, but they don't realize that's a thing. So the humans run out of bullets, so they hold up their guns. And they just start yelling, bang, 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 and bullets start flying from the guns because the orcs believe it to be real. So the orcs are charging these humans who've run out of bullets, but because the humans know that, you know, when orcs imagine things, they become real, they start saying bang, 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 and real bullets can't start coming out of their guns because they're so dumb. It's so good. They're just so dumb. It's great. So yeah, orcs are dumb, and that's why I've decided to play them. Because I needed a second army, and I was like, I'm gonna play the dumbest shit in this game. So, tell me about this Wonder Woman figurine.
So, model girls are a little bit more fragile.
I see.
Because they have more smaller pieces, right? So mechs have these big armor pieces. You can kind of
fuck around with
mess with them a little bit. Yeah. But model girls are a little bit more flexible, but also they're harder to like clean, is how I say it.
Okay.
So that's when you like take off the shavings and stuff to make it smooth. The other thing that is different about like Gundams and model girls than Warhammer is that Warhammer you can kind of paint over. Like if you cut out something wrong or do something a little bit bad, whereas models you don't do any of that. I mean, you can. So it's like you have to be
Really careful.
pretty, yeah, when you clean them and stuff. I have B and G.
A, nice.
B and G and
That's one thing I like doing with my models is I like to paint them like interesting color combinations. That's what I like about Warhammer.
I know purple means something, right?
Yeah, purple to orcs.
Purple.
So basically with purple, purple to the orcs is the stealthiest color, right? Because have you ever seen a purple orc?
Okay.
No, you haven't. So therefore, if an orc paints himself purple, because of his mind powers, he believes himself to be invisible because purple is obviously it's the stealthiest color.
Okay.
So they literally become invisible after they paint themselves purple.
That's hilarious.
And it's the same with because obviously red is the fastest color, right? So if they paint their cars red, it goes faster.
You say obviously, like like it's obvious, but it's not.
It's just one of those things where to the orcs it's like, yeah, red's the fastest color, obviously. So obviously if we paint our cars red, they go faster. And they literally go faster after the orcs paint them that color.
Funny.
Corpse Farmer says, I'm tempted to make models to send off to you now just to see someone paint something I made, let alone for tabletop. All about it. I generally do love crafty and D&D minis, and I like all of it. Yeah, exactly, Phoenix. Everyone knows the red ones go faster.
I've never think any like Lovecraftian minis for like D&D and stuff, unless it's like a monster that is kind of already in a Lovecraftian sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely do like oh gosh, what would be some good examples? There are plenty of D&D's minis that definitely fit into Lovecraftian kind of settings.
To be fair, I've never painted anything that wasn't a character model.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but I don't really care about monster minis. Like, they can be the bland colors. But for, like, characters, I feel like they deserve more.
I definitely agree, yeah. I would put more effort into painting characters than I would monsters. Unless it was like a badass dragon or something like that, in which case I would spend a lot more time figuring it out.
You know, I just said you have to be really careful.
Did you just fuck it up?
I'm pretty sure I just fucked it up.
Oh no.
It's on her hair, which it makes it so that no one's gonna see it, right? Yeah, no one looks at the hair of a model.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh god.
Yeah, I need to do a comparison side by side of the first minis I painted versus the most recent ones I have painted. There is such a huge difference, my lord.
Lizard folk can be really fucking cool.
They can be. Lizard folk are rad. A girl who I play volleyball with, she plays a lizard folk bard.
That feels like it would work pretty well, actually.
Yeah, well, the thing is they don't feel like emotions like normal people. So, like, I just imagine this lizard folk giving, like, this heartfelt, like, performance, which they're not actually feeling any of the emotions, they're just replicating it. To make other people feel that way.
Sounds like my life.
That's not true. That is not true. At all.
To be fair, Schneck?
Schneck?
Schneck.
Schneck? I am Schneck. I just said I am Snack. Some Borbson biscuits. Borsbon biscuits? What are Borsbon biscuits?
I was about to say, is that a...
I'm assuming that's a British thing.
Well, Marsh is from the United States, so...
Is he? No,
I thought we had that conversation yesterday. I might be.
No, I'm
going
pretty sure
crazy.
Marsh is British. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's from the UK.
Fuck. Dude, that's so cool. We had a python at my old school because they tried to get a rabbit, but I am severely allergic to everything with fur. So they couldn't have it in the school. So they were like, okay, we'll get a lizard, right? We'll get a python. And they called him Monty, and I think that's adorable.
Oh, that's awesome. Wait, but don't you have a pupper?
I do! He's hypoallergenic.
Oh, as in he doesn't, like, shed...
He doesn't shed, yeah.
Gotcha.
So, he's the only kind of pupper I can have. But he's a good one.
That's good. Oh yeah, speaking of animals, my family got another fish tank.
Dude.
It's not as big though as my one, but it's still gonna be fun to stock. So my dad bought it for my mum. So we're gonna go in a little while, not like in a week after it's all what's the word, cycled and whatnot. And that'll be fun. It'll be real fun.
Dude, Marsh, I can't wait. You should send me if you get another one of the endings that we didn't get yesterday.
What game were you
Because
playing yesterday?
may I take your order?
Oh, I think
It was
I've heard
this.
of that game.
Yeah, it was a free dating sim, like horror dating sim on itch.io.
Ah, I see.
And oh my gosh, me and Wyndham. Wyndham's so funny, by the way.
Oh, he really
I know
is.
you know him better than I do, but oh, he's hilarious. And he did voices and stuff too. It was really funny.
He really
We had a
is.
blast.
Like, it's why in during VTT games, I'm like, come on, Dante, fucking speak. I know that there's humor hidden in that, but like underneath all that, you know, how would you not sad boy, but like shy boy aesthetic. I know that there's comedy gold waiting somewhere. But yeah, I need to watch the VOD. Wait, do you have a VOD? Should be on your channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really delete anything unless like.
Well, it does delete itself after a little while, but.
Yeah. But it should still be up there because it was yesterday.
That is very true.
Yes, he is as cute as his avatar, even without the cat ears.
Is he as cute as his avatar is? As someone who has seen him IRL, not IRL, but over the webcams, he's very cute. He's a cute boy.
I was just talking personality-wise.
Oh, he is also very cute that wise as well. Speaking of VTT, of the D&D game, how did you enjoy? Why does this not want to work? For some reason, my camera is being weird. Being all low res doesn't usually do that. Please go high res. I beg of you. Let me try and figure this
Hi, Yume! We were just about to talk about VTT, so you're just on time.
Oh yeah, I don't want to steal your job. You may. Windy's already spoken for, guys. Yeah, I don't want to take away too much from the other side on Thursday. Normal 10 p.m. Australian Western Standard Time. Oh, Windy's here as well.
Wendy, you're streaming! Go back to your stream!
But yeah, how did you enjoy Saturday's game?
I had a lot of fun. My big worry is always about stealing the spotlight from people.
Not at all.
And I realized that there was a big scene where Matif was just kind of floundering in the dark plane by himself, and I was like, I don't want to make everyone sit here for an hour, but I don't know what to do. And I feel bad, and I saw you come to my rescue at one point, and I was like, thank you.
What do you mean come to my rescue? What do you mean by that? Talk to me about it. This is good for my DMing as well, because I want to know how my players work.
So... Fuck, wait. Give me 1 sec, because I gotta figure out how this piece is gonna click in. Because it's not wanting to do the thing that it's supposed to do. I think I just didn't shave it down enough, and it's getting stuck.
There we are. All 3 of my little bikes are built. Look at them go.
But there was a point in the dark dimension, which is what I call it with my friends, where Matif was there, and there was the big portal, and there was nowhere to go, and there was the rope, and he was like literally sitting there like, I shouldn't touch the rope, I can't go through the portal, we can't go anywhere else, I guess we're stuck here now. And then Amesh was just like, well, first of all, he explained the whole,
I did, okay. Just from my perspective as a DM, right, you did everything perfectly. There was no floundering, like, you thought about stuff, sure, but that's, like, I put you in a weird situation, I expected you to. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, you did amazingly. You did perfect.
Well, thank you.
There was no situation where I'm like, oh, she's floundering, oh, I need to go save her. No.
Well, there was definitely a point where I was like, I don't know what to do, and then Amesh was like doing something, and I was like, thank you. I needed that.
It's alright. But no, I had Amesh there to explain, like, the golden rope stuff, because I knew you wouldn't. That's the point. It was for you, it was there for you for a little bit to go, what the fuck is that thing? What is it? What is this about? It was there for you to question, and then Amesh to explain. I did that purposefully.
That makes sense.
So if you were confused, that's because it was done by design to confuse you.
I'm always excited to set up character development stuff. So like, I like having one-on-one scenes, although don't take this the wrong way, because I don't want you to stop doing them. It makes me a tiny bit uncomfy, because I feel bad that everyone else has to sit and wait while it happens.
It's okay. That's why I give everybody one-on-one scenes.
Exactly. And like, I know that logically, but at the same time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, it was really fun to like be confused, honestly. And my theory brain is going off here.
Amazing. That's what I love to hear. Because you know us DMs, we always got theories. Well, literally every night after we finish, I'm like, yo, Astrid, what are your theories? Like, just before we go to bed, I ask her, and she's like, okay, this is what I think's going on. And I'm like, ah, okay.
Do you watch The Adventure Zone at all?
I do not. Sadly.
Well, sometimes they'll have out of character... It's a podcast.
Yeah. I know what The Adventure Zone is, I just haven't seen it.
Yeah, you're good. It's kind of like The Other Side, where they'll have a podcast that's not them playing, but it's all of them just theorizing about what's going on, and I think that's so fun.
Yeah. That's my favorite part, is to watch players theorize. I love it.
I will say prophecies and destinies can kind of be a double-edged sword. Because, well, this one less so, because it doesn't name any of the characters or anything, but it's like, it feels like, in a campaign I was in a while back, there was this prophecy about a specific character doing something, right?
Yeah.
And so we were all like, that character can't die until that thing happens. Or, like, we have to keep this character alive until that thing happens, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, it kind of became about that character, because we were, like, you know, having to make sure that, like, they could get to their prophecy mostly out of character, because we were like, well, if that doesn't happen, then, like, that's gonna feel weird. But,
Yeah.
like, in character as well, it was kind of like, oh, well, this person has just become super important, you know, so.
So how I do prophecies now, because, you know, I've been DMing a while, and there's, you know, you always fuck up. But from the fuck-ups, there is learning. And I've done a lot of failed prophecies in the past. Like, prophecies, you know, can be a lot of expectations that aren't met, etc., etc. And with this one, I made sure, A, not to mention any of the player characters about things, and to make it about... to give it a little bit of mystery. Right, so the best way to let players try and interpret a prophecy is to let them try and figure out what event, like, it's about. They're like, oh, like 3 songs just played. That's that part of the prophecy. But it might not necessarily be. It might be another part that they've missed and misunderstood. Stuff like that. So I try to make it as kind of loopy, not loopy, but as not generic, but general as possible, so the players can try and figure it out for themselves.
That reminds me of, like, have you ever read the Rick Riordan books?
Rick Riordan, as in, like, Percy Jackson?
Oh no, I hate how you pronounce that.
Riordan. That's how I've always pronounced it.
Riordan.
Riordan.
How does he pronounce it?
Great question, let's look it up. He is American. Let me... we can agree on Rick, at least, right?
I would be a little disappointed if we couldn't agree on Rick.
Pick a Rick! Nope, I need videos. Yes, pronunciation battles continue. That's how it started.
That's been this whole stream.
Hey everybody, this is Rick Riordan, author of the...
Oh, right, that's wrong. Riordan. Ugh. Yuck. Rick, you've broken my heart. So sad.
Anyway, have you read them?
Yeah, I'm a massive fan of Percy Jackson. I love Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson is my favorite book series ever.
Oh, it's the bomb.
I don't think anything will ever top it.
Mm.
Although, close second, something I think you would like, there's... Okay, wait. Okay, let's finish the conversation we're having, but Pinky thought, bring me back to the game house at some point.
Sure.
So, I think that the prophecies in the Rick Riordan books are, like, a great way to do them.
Yeah.
That's an amazing way to do prophecies. It's because, like, after the fact, you're like, oh, that makes so much sense. But before it, you're like, I don't know how this could work, right?
Yeah.
That's how I think is best done for prophecies.
Exactly.
Which I don't know if you are doing or do not doing or... Oh my fucking god, I can't talk. You know that game that we all play where we talk all the time? Yeah, I can't do that anymore. But yeah, I always think that's the best way to do it.
Mm.
Oh no, this is the face I can't fuck up. But yeah, there was something I was gonna say.
Was it
Oh,
about...
the game house.
Yes.
Or we can keep talking about prophecies too.
No, sure. You go. You talk about your thing.
Okay, the game house is a book series by someone, I can't remember. And it's so fucking good. It's 3 short stories connected by a similar universe, right? And so it's exactly like our universe, except there's this extra dimensional game house, right? And it connects to different parts of the world, and you can go into this game house and you can play just like normal games like betting and poker and whatever, right?
Yep.
But there is an elite like second side to the game house, right? And in there you can bet, like you can put in like a good example is like the ability to speak English.
Right.
Claire North, yeah. So like these high stakes bets on like a global stage, right? So in the first book they play chess. Well, kind of chess, right? So they're trying to get they each have a oh fuck, I put this piece in before I needed to. Now I gotta try to wiggle it out without breaking it. There we go. So they each get a candidate for this, like, mayorship or whatever. And they have to bring him into power. So there's like 4 people, and they're all trying to get their candidate, like, brought in. And, the main character is like this, underdog kind of player. So like she's a woman. I think it's set in the 1600s, in Italy. Oh, it's so fucking cool. I'm not gonna give away a lot, but it's high stakes, really interesting. And then the second story is about hide and seek. So it's in Thailand. I was about to say Taiwan, and I knew that was wrong. And they have to play like hide and seek, and whoever hides the longest wins, right? And oh, it's so fucking cool. I don't know how to explain it to show you how fucking cool it is, but yeah.
Amazing.
I will say the writing style is a little hard to get into because it's very it's non-flowery.
Gotcha.
It's very formal, straight to the point.
Gotcha.
But I do not like political stuff, and I loved the books. They were very, very good.
Amazing.
Anyway. Kind of. I think the Hunger Games books were more about like political unrest and uprising,
Yeah.
especially after the first book.
Well, the Hunger Games is basically the books, not the movies. The movies are shithouse. Well, the first 2 were fine. The others,
Jennifer Lawrence is amazing.
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence, incredible actress. But the original books are just commentary on capitalism. That's all it is. Like the actual books. So
until the third one, which went balls off the walls, like
well, even
radical.
then, like in book 3, this is my opinion, anyways. The first 2 books are a commentary on capitalism and how it kind of shapes society to be, kind of, what's the word? This is coming from a political, like, historical and political studies major, so, whereas the last book is literally a take on, like, if you let capitalism get too far and you alienate the normal working people too much, they'll rebel and take back, or, try and overthrow the government, which is a legit thing that happens in the world. Whereas the movies are just like, there's a scary death game. Ooh. That's my opinion, anyways.
But these games are more like, you have to, like, it's like each book, and I know the first one is actually chess, but it's like watching someone play chess and they have to stay like 2 steps ahead.
Mm.
And it's like you really root for the main character because like obviously they're the main character, but like you see them go through all these trials and tribulations, and they have like huge things on the line, right? Like the first girl has like her entire life on the line, because like she's a woman in an abusive household, and like if she doesn't get taken in by the game house, she's pretty much fucked, and like this is her way out of her life, essentially. And like in the second one, I think I can't remember what he puts on the line, but you're like really rooting for him, right? Because like, and he's the underdog in that one too, where it's like you have to watch these people who struggle a lot go up against more powerful forces, and they have to use their wit instead of like their straight like strength or abilities. I think that's my favorite part of it, is watching people problem solve out of situations.
Definitely.
Like that's cool. I like that a lot.
I think that's why I like Percy Jackson so much. Because Percy, yes, is powerful, but he's a freaking idiot. Like, he's an absolute himbo. Like, without Annabeth, he'd be screwed. Like...
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Like, House of Hades is just, like... Well, actually, House of Hades is the, like, one exception. Where it's Annabeth who is dumb bitch for a second. But, that's the whole point. But, like, the whole time it's just him, I'm gonna do this super heroic thing, and she's like, no, you freaking dumbass. Like, stop. Stop being heroic for 5 seconds, and you can think yourself out of this. Like, I love Annabeth. She's my favorite character in Percy Jackson.
Because she's literally Astrid.
No.
You can't simp over your own girlfriend.
She's not Astrid. Astrid is more like Percy, in my opinion. Anyways, Himbo is, I think, the better. She might disagree, but she would say I'm definitely Annabeth. She said that to me before. So, hashtag Athena cabin. That was so much fun in like middle school and high school, being like, which cabin are you in? Like, with all your friends.
I am so cringe. Do you want to hear? Oh God.
Please embarrass yourself.
I used to write Percy Jackson fanfiction, right?
Amazing.
Oh God, no, I'm not sharing that with the world.
What kind
of
fanfiction? Some interesting fanfiction, or like legit fanfiction?
Like not anything to NSFW.
Okay.
I don't think anything was NSFW because I was younger and didn't know what that meant. But if we're going back in time, that definitely wouldn't be the case.
Yeah.
But I did self-insert characters all the time.
Oh really?
And I would put myself in each different cabin, and I would like, oh God, it was really bad. And then, oh my God, oh, you want to talk about real cringe here?
Sure.
One time, I wrote one where I was like, it would be fun, if instead of like self-inserting a character, it was literally me, like from my universe, having read the books and like knowing what's gonna happen. And like I justified it by saying that I was like a demigod of Kronos, which by the way doesn't work. That just makes you a god. Fun fact. But I was a dumb child. And I was like, oh yeah, I just make it so that like they hid me away in another dimension, and I'm watching it all unfold from like whatever, and then suddenly you get your letter to Hogwarts or whatever, and everything falls apart, and then I have to. Oh God, it's so cringy now that I say it out loud.
That's
oh,
okay.
Fuck.
We all had cringe points in our lives.
By the way, do you ever get like an empty like frame, and you're just like, that feels so good.
Mm-hmm. I love
Yes.
having empty sprues. That's so much fun.
Oh my God, my favorite part.
Speaking of, actually, I saw some hashtag news the other day that... Oh shit, I've glued this wrong. Is it noticeable, though? Slightly, yes. So I'm gonna rip it off and do it again. Shit. WizKids, the people who make the D&D miniatures, are shifting to a different system of selling miniatures. Because you know all their minis come, like, prepackaged? The D&D minis? Hello?
Yep.
It's alright.
Sorry, I was chatting.
The new D&D miniatures are going to be like the Warhammer minis on sprues, where you cut them and glue them together, build them yourself. It's going to be interesting. I don't know whether that's going to be good or bad.
Are they going to be less expensive?
That's what I hope. They better be. If they're not, I will be unhappy with this new arrangement.
Yeah,
because that's the thing I like about the WizKids minis for D&D, is that they're more accessible, especially to younger people. You know, coming like fully like made. Whereas the Warhammer minis are definitely for people who have, you know, been building minis, or like, you know, want to get into building minis. So I think it could be good or bad, as long as they're not priced like Warhammer minis. Let me capture. Berna says, I once misspoke best as breast in elementary school and prayed no one heard it. They did. Yeah, I think we've all had fuck-ups like that before. That is a thing I save all my sprues as well, Phoenix, to do that.
Yeah, because you guys have to make, like, battlegrounds and stuff, right?
Yeah, you can do. We just use, like, cardboard, because we're cheap. We buy extremely expensive minis and then cheap out on the decorations for combat.
Hey, if you've already spent, like, you know, $300 on minis, do you really want to spend another whatever on...
Terrain? No. Hell no. Whew.
God, I was such cringe as a child.
All,
I'm glad that we're out of that. There are still some of my fanfictions on fanfiction.net, and I'm not telling you what my username is.
Well, maybe I'll spend a stream and go hunting. That could be fun.
Oh God, no.
Be fun. Go read through all the weird Percy Jackson fanfics. Wendy says we gotta know. No, it's more fun if we don't know, Wendy. Then we can
Wendy, it's like your
Yeah, what country are you from, Wendy?
Yeah.
I know, I could expose you in front of all these viewers.
I was trying to get some hints yesterday. I'm going to go with he probably doesn't live in a coastal country because he has never had lobster or crab.
Well, it depends on... Oh, that depends on where, though. Because there's plenty of coastal places which wouldn't have food like that.
Explain.
Well, like, if you live, like, extremely far north, like, it might not be easy to get that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, I also know that English is not the first language in his country. So I pretty much count a lot of places even with that.
Yeah. Marsh, I'm joking. I would never do that.
Yeah. We are all friends here. When we talk about being mean to each other, it's a joke.
Yeah, it's like how after VTT streams, Windham and you may make out, you know?
Yeah, exactly like that.
I'm not going to confirm or deny if it's true. Like, it's true.
I can't believe you would dox them like that out in the open.
I'm not sorry at all. Okay, and then I'm going to build the dudes separately. Dang, I thought we were being pretty secretive about that. Were you though? Were you though?
Just because you turn off your cam doesn't mean that we can't hear you, Yume.
Yeah, god damn.
Get a room. You guys are so loud.
Oh my god, you're so horny. Oh my lord.
See, the problem is I have opened up the floodgates to the horny on my Twitch channel. I was kind of like debating whether I was going to make it, you know, as horny as I am in real life. And then I said, fuck it. And now I can't unopen them.
Yeah. Once you open them horny jail cells, they'll just keep coming.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. See what I did there? It's a double.
Oh. Oh yeah, yesterday was a... Yeah, we're not unopening that floodgate gate. Oh god. I will say there were some really good parts of that game that I did not expect. I've never expected out of a game. My favorite part, surprisingly, out of the game, although it is hilarious, the writing in it is so funny, is that in the beginning, when, you know, the person is like under a lot of stress, the text box breaks, and I think that's so cool.
Oh, that's fun.
I thought that was awesome. And then what was the other one that I thought was really cool that they didn't need to do, but they did? Oh, one of the main characters' names, he starts as like a diner, right? He's just in the diner. And then he becomes stood up guy when his girlfriend doesn't show up. And then he becomes like worst diner ever. It's just really funny because his name keeps changing as you change opinions about him, and I was like, man, you didn't have to do that, but like that's really
That's
cool.
hilarious. I like that.
Yeah.
I like games like that go the extra mile. Where?
What are we using duct tape on? Fuck, how do I put this piece in?
Ah, that's what it is. There we are.
Oh no. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna have to take this off screen to figure this out because I need to put it like right next to one.
It's also really cool to see how, like, our group growing so fast as well, you know?
Yeah, I'm glad that we, like, became friends so quickly. I think it shows a lot about everybody's character. Oh, I got it. Oh my god. Okay.
What
Sorry, I gotta show this.
I had messages for some reason.
Look how freaking tiny these pieces are.
Oh my god, so
And
tiny.
now I gotta freaking get this into a tiny little slit. I'm not gonna be able to do this.
Oh my god. Ah, the floodgates. Duct tape seals almost any opening. I see.
Flex tape!
Flex tape.
Kind of things I found.
Oh, scheiße.
Like-
No. I opened up... Sorry, guys. You would have heard that.
You opened up the floodgate.
Pastel. Yeah, because you're approaching 100 followers now.
Not as close as Windham is, though.
No, but you're only 10 followers off 100. Windham's almost at 100. Astrid's almost at 200.
Yeah, he's got 3. He's got 3 more to 100. I'm really excited for that. How the fuck do you expect me to do this?
Only missing 2 now. Are you 2 off 100? Radical. I just thought about it. Who were both from America? Are you northern, southern, western? Who were both from America? Can you rephrase that, Corpse Farmer? What are you trying to say, sir?
Oh, we are. There's an apostrophe missing. We are both from America.
Ah,
Are
I
you from
see.
Northern? I'm from the Midwest.
Let's see, what do I...
I think you gotta kill Yume's kid. You gotta kill Lucy now. He just called you American.
Oh my god. I'm Callie from the Valley. I'm from California. I was raised in Beverly Hills.
I was raved.
I was raved in Beverly Hills. Oh my lord.
Where the fuck did this piece come from?
You're an East Coaster. I see. Yes, I'm very glad to be on the West Coast of Australia at the moment. I don't know whether you've heard any news about our East Coast at the moment. It is COVID central over there, my lord. Not having a fun time.
Is it just because of the lack of the vaccine, or are people not getting it?
Australia has been... Yeah, sorry, Phoenix. I hope you're doing okay. Australia has a very low vaccination rate. Not because... Well, some people don't want to get it. You know, it's like America. We got anti-vaxxers here as well. But because our government didn't make them available to everybody quick enough. We didn't get enough to vaccinate quickly, so we're at like 25%. We should be way higher, but yeah, they're just dumb as hell. But yeah, I hope you're doing okay, Phoenix. How's Victoria doing? Staying safe the best I can. Hope you are too. Glad you are, buddy. Well, WA is fine, so you know, as we have been for most of this time. So hopefully, we don't get any more cases. Well, any cases at all. But yeah, hope you're doing okay, pal.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, Australia's we have very strict lockdown rules when we do go into lockdown. But like my state has had 0 COVID cases pretty much since the pandemic began. We've had 10 weeks of lockdown total throughout the whole thing. So
Holy shit.
damn, I hope you're okay in North Carolina, dude. Thoughts and prayers. Although in the, actual way. But yeah, my lord.
Oh, okay. Not to make a joke right after that terrible
Sure.
thing that was just said, but me and my friends were like, wouldn't it be funny if you made a set of D&D characters that were called Thoughts and Prayers, and it's like clerics and wizards, and it's just like a bunch of people where it's like prayers, it's like paladin and like a cleric, and then thoughts is like a wizard and an alchemist or something.
That'd be
kinda
amazing.
fun.
That's so funny.
Oh, here. Where does her face go?
Yeah, thoughts and prayers. Yeah, you gotta have a horny bard in there.
I forgot about that. Oh, here's her face. She gets 3 different faces.
Whoa, fancy.
Yeah, they usually come with a couple of different expressions, so you can change them out.
Oh, that's cool. I love figurines like that.
We got Cute Blushy. Wait, how are these 2 different? I think they gave me 2 of the same one. Not gonna lie.
What?
Whatever. And then we got... Oh,
Got
meow.
Yeah.
Meow. Gonna give her the fighting meow.
Oh my god, have you seen that TikTok going around, which is like, you kind of smell like a barker, Eren Yeager. Have you seen that?
No, what?
I need to send you it. It's the dumbest freaking TikTok.
I was about to say, what the fuck is happening?
It's so funny. I'll try and remember to send it to you after we're finished. It's so good. It's so good.
Do you go on TikTok a lot?
I spend far too much time on TikTok. But I'm not on like dance Gen Z TikTok. I'm on like old people TikTok. So it's just a bunch of like one of my favorites is Jews Love Trees, and it's a guy who's like, "Hi, my name is I can't remember his name. And I'm a Jew who loves trees, and then he has like a retro intro sequence, and it's just him doing bonsai.
Oh, that's cute.
And it's just like a bunch of stuff like that, where it's like people talking philosophy or like, yeah, just a bunch of stuff like that, really. Really interesting stuff that I like watching, obviously. And of course, titties, because everybody gets titties on their TikTok. But yeah.
So you say everyone, like we're all degenerates like you, but I am, so can't talk.
I was saying because we're in good company. I could say that.
Oh my god, I saw. Oh, I'm still wondering if I'm gonna post it, but now that I say it out loud, I have to post it, right?
Yeah.
Which is why I'm gonna say it out loud to force myself to post it.
Obviously.
But I saw this post yesterday that was like, which Ahago face are you? And it's like 1 to 12, right? And 12 is like the most intense, and 1 is like the least intense.
Yeah, you've gotta.
So now I gotta post that.
You've gotta post it now.
I got her head. Look how beautiful she is.
Oh,
She's
so
so pretty.
pretty.
I like her a lot.
Yeah, so are you more of a Marvel or DC fan?
I like Marvel, but DC was all they had. And I like Wonder Woman. She's pretty.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's great.
Why is this not clicking? Ah, there it
Where
is.
does this go? Yeah, I'm of the firm belief that Marvel movies are better, but DC comics are better. But...
Okay, Corpse, please put a link in the chat. I need to see this.
Yeah. Monkey.
Have you seen this video that he's talking about?
I don't think so.
Oh, I was about to say. Did I just miss something?
Nope, I think
Miss internet history going down?
That's another meme I think I've seen, which is just a guy who says monkey.
Return to monkey.
Return to monkey. DC does have better animated films than Marvel does, that is also true.
And animated shows.
Yeah, very true. Marvel animated shows and animated films, mostly shithouse. Although I'm watching What If, and What If is very good. But yeah, the MCU is unmatched, obviously.
I'm gonna take a brief side to go watch this video.
Sure. I won't load it up because then everybody in chat will be able to hear it. How long is it?
It's a TikTok, so it's like 6 seconds.
Okay, let me load it up. I'll watch
it. I've watched it 3 times now. I love it so much.
Motherfucking monkey doo-doo ass.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah. How do you normally get this glue off your hands?
I don't.
Fucking hate it. I hate it so much. Motherfucking monkey. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, that's good. I'm sending that to all my friends today.
Shit.
Well, I can't send it to all my friends because you've already seen it.
Aww. Aww. Marr. Yeah, I drove, oh my god, I almost said her real name, Astrid, home today. Oh my god. That happens occasionally where I'll almost drop her real name, because I forget. Dropping her home today. And she's like, you need to practice your, like, British, like, accent, for stream. And it's, like, one of the few accents I really struggle with, is posh British accents. And I'm like, I don't know, like, Struggle City, population, me. Your Russian's quite good.
Is it? I think it's terrible, but I think it's funny because it's terrible.
Well, usually the best accents are the ones that sound the weirdest, right?
I can sometimes go into a southern accent because I used to roleplay a southern character with my friend. We were playing a Pokemon campaign, and then it kind of ended before it started because
Ah.
a bunch of people, couldn't make the time anymore and
Yeah, it
all
happens.
that. So we decided to just like free role play by ourselves sometimes as the characters, and it was really fun. But okay. I usually have a word that gets me into the accent.
Yeah, so
the
do
Russian
I.
one I can just do because you can just like roll into it. But mine is Jesus for the Southern accent, which I think is very appropriate. uh, oh Jesus! Oh Lord!
Oh Lord!
Oh Lord! Oh my lucky stars!
When I want to go into like my really like my Australian accent, it's "Oh g'day, yeah g'day,"
Yeah.
which is fitting. It works.
But I will say, I don't know if you guys saw, Merlin was on that stream where we talked about different TTRPGs to play. If you're going to play a Pokemon TTRPG, do not play Pokemon Tabletop United. Vodka. That is a good one.
Yeah, vodka.
But yeah, they are making 2.0. Their Discord is so unhelpful. They are so not nice to anybody who plays their game in their Discord, and I'm like, dude, we like your game. Why are you being mean to us right now? And it's overly complicated. It's like, so Tabletop United is like you have to do all the math that the game would normally do for you. So it's based off of like the game, where what we were gonna play was Pokeroll, which is based off of the anime. Like the rules and physics and stuff were a little bit more. So like you didn't have to calculate like a bunch of the stuff that the game has. Like you still had like damage and resistance and stuff, but like there wasn't like, oh god, it was a mess. I hated it. And I am not a very big war gamer, so I already don't really like combat and stuff, but it was the worst I've ever fucking.
Yeah, it doesn't sound fun.
Tabletop Adventures I've never played, but I've heard it's very similar in like the crunchiness, so if you want to do a lot of math, I would push you towards that one instead. And then Pokeroll is obviously based off of the anime physics a little bit more, so it's a little less crunchy. It's a little bit better for beginner players.
Speaking of my custom game as well, I've reworked it so it's less crunchy to be more fun.
Have you done it on stream again?
No, I haven't yet. I need to show you guys. I haven't done much work since then, but I've done a little bit of fixer-upping. Well, there's plenty of places online, Corpse Farmer. There's plenty of online communities to play D&D and whatnot.
Yeah, in person can kind of be tricky. Well, especially with like last year. Last year it was impossible to find a place to do it in person. And like thankfully I have friends from like my big Magic days when I used to go to like events and stuff and regionals and all that who like to play TTRPGs, but I can understand the struggle of trying to find a group, because like that was me for like probably 4 or 5 years. And one day they just found me.
Well, you
although
found
I
us
will
as well.
say, yeah.
Scheiße, Manelli. We appreciate it, Corpse Farmer. I think we're okay at the moment, but
maybe if we do like a one shot when someone's missing a week. That's what I was gonna talk to. I talked about it to Wendy yesterday, that if we're ever missing 2 people or whatever and we still want to play something, I can put together We could play Alice is Missing. That game's already set up. We don't even have to,
Yeah.
make up a campaign or anything.
That'd
Or
be
we could
amazing.
play Paranoia. I freaking love Paranoia. And both of those games, I don't even need, any... you would literally tell me 10 minutes before we start, oh, we're gonna play one of these, and I'd be like, okay. Those games are so easy to set up.
Oh, shit. I'm putting the handlebars on upside down. Oops. And I just...
It's gonna be a little hard to
I also glued
ride the bike.
I glued my finger to the model just then. Oops.
Nice.
Super glue. So fun. Easy to use.
I'm glad I didn't stick any of my fingers to itself.
God, getting this off my fingers in a bit is not going to be fun.
Pencil? Oh, to get it off your fingers? Oh yeah, I saw your nail polish thing earlier. I'm definitely gonna do that.
Exactly. The most overpowered model is just a teeny orc glued to the player.
Does Wendy play Warhammer too?
I don't believe so.
Oh.
But he knows a little bit about it, I'm pretty sure.
He's fucking with us. I'm gonna fuck with him. Oh, he's off stream. Okay. That's why he's being mean. I was about to say, if Windham's still streaming and he's on our channel, I'm gonna go fuck with him.
Ha! Oh, you haven't gotten to be a PC yet? Yeah. Look, I'm a forever DM.
I was about to ask.
I've played very few characters. I've been playing D&D 5 years now? No, not that long. 4 years? 4 years. How long have I been at uni? Yeah, 4 years. And I've basically only been a DM. I love it, to be fair. But all my stuff is homebrew, but that's for the very specific reason, like the other day, when you mentioned Asmodeus. Yes, I said it.
Asmodeus?
Yes, Asmodeus. I homebrew all my stuff so players don't have insider knowledge of the game world, and they have to learn naturally. So with that and stuff, when you mentioned, demons and stuff, I was just like, yeah, they're demons, but you don't know any of the, names. Because I don't base them off the ones in the D&D, or even somewhat cultural mindset. So you guys have to kind of go out of your way to learn about it.
How dare you not make everything based off of the Bible, the one true book?
Yes, the one true text. Yeah. Wait, you mean the Tanakh, right? The Hebrew Bible.
You mean the Torah?
No, the Torah is a section of the...
Oh.
Yeah, so the entire text is the Tanakh, which is what Christians would call the Old Testament. The whole book itself is called the Tanakh, but the Torah is simply the first 5 chapters, so Exodus and the other 4 after that. I love religion.
Really?
It's fascinating, but I'm an atheist. I just love... Religion is just fascinating to me.
Gotcha.
It's just before we started, yeah, all those books. Just before we were, we started streaming, I was watching a video, about, Eastern Orthodox Christianity, and how that works. Even though I don't know any Orthodox Christians, I just find it interesting.
Tieflings are pretty cool, although I gotta say it, if you're gonna be a tiefling,
Oh, yeah.
you're kind of a furry.
Wait, what? Kind of a furry?
Yeah. Just like if you play fuck. Now
The bird people or
There's-
the
the Kanku, yeah, you're a little bit of a furry. If you play the cat folk, you're definitely a
oh
furry.
yeah, if you play Tabaxi, you're fucking.
If you play lizard folk, you're kind of a furry.
Well,
you play
you'd be a scaly, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah. A horny lady. I don't know if you meant that as the joke, but I took it as the pun. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome that I do all the things to make you sound like a pervert.
Hey, nice. We are all pervs deep inside.
I'm a pervert even when you aren't deep inside.
Hey.
Anyway, what were you gonna say?
I cannot remember.
I homebrewed a campaign once, and I am such a freaking fangirl that I made the world 20-sided, right? So they went
Nice.
from one side to the next, and each one was a different like fandom universe. So they went through Fallout and Doctor Who.
That's awesome.
And I had a really cool Five Nights at Freddy's thing I set up. So I had that was fun. But they broke it. They broke it so easily, and I felt really bad. I was like, fuck.
I have a side note for Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, have you heard of Bob the Builder? I don't know whether this is an Australian thing.
Yes.
You've heard of Bob
I've
the
heard
Builder?
about it.
Okay. So, me and my friend group, we do these things called slideshow nights, where we make PowerPoint slideshows about weird fucking topics, right? So my presentation at the very first of our slideshow nights was why Bob the Builder is a mass murderer and not for the reasons you think, right? And I basically came to the conclusion that because all of his machinery, right, are like alive, he's killed children next to these vehicles and has trapped their souls inside, like in Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, sure.
Because obviously, as a builder, he wants to keep costs low, right? And he doesn't have to hire people to operate the machinery if the machinery's alive. So he kills kids.
How does he convince the kids to work with him?
Well, no. Then he just has to like convince the machinery to work with him. And basically, I went on a rant about like capitalism. It was weird. It was real weird.
Have you seen the new Jackbox set?
I have not. What cool games are in that?
Well, one of them is called Talking Points, which is you make up a slideshow on the spot.
Yes,
right?
Somebody chooses it for you, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that one last time. That was really fun. We should do that.
Oh, 100%, yeah. 100%, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why it's not perfectly logical, Phoenix. To me, it makes perfect sense.
Have you seen the Nicolas Cage movie, Willy's Wonderland?
I have not. What?
It's so funny. It's supposed to be like a Five Nights at Freddy parody, I think.
Okay.
But oh god, it's hilarious. Nicolas Cage, man, he knows how to play crazy, and I love it so
love
much.
Cage.
There we go.
VTT Talking Points. Yes, we should do that. Speaking of FNAF, what do you think of the movie that's going to be coming out eventually?
The one with Jack Black in it?
Wait, is Jack Black in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie?
Think so.
I have to go see it now. I wasn't going to see it because I don't watch horror movies, but I love Jack Black. So now I have to go see it now.
I don't know if this is like a big part of internet history or just because I like FNAF a lot. But he did a stream with Markiplier about FNAF because his kid is super into it.
Yes, I know that because that's why he made his gaming channel, is because his kid wanted to be like a YouTuber. So that's why Jack Black made his like gaming YouTube, so he could do it with his son as like a bonding.
Yeah.
thing.
And so he and Markiplier played FNAF as a promotional thing. Or I don't remember why. You don't like Jack Black? I think he's funny.
What? Alright, ban Corpse Farmer from the chat. I'm joking. I'm a big fan of Jack Black's music as well. I love Tenacious D.
My friends are super into it. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, that's fair. I kind of grew up with it because my dad loves Tenacious D, so I kind of grew up listening to it. So there's a lot of nostalgia there for me, but I still love Tenacious D so much. Yeah, Phoenix, we need to go watch it. That'd be... Yeah, Jack Black's great. See, look at all these Jack Black fans. Jack Black's amazing. Love him.
I feel like he's one of those people that's very
troublesome. He doesn't have a lot of like, no one has beef with Jack Black as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, he's very friendly.
So,
and then we get canceled when 2 days later he comes out as like a murderer or something.
But Jack Black, please don't ruin my life. Oh, scheiße.
I mean, that's fair. Like, he's definitely a character actor. I don't think he plays a lot of different stuff well, but I think he definitely plays one thing very well.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, there's a lot of roles where I watch Jack Black and I'm like, why are you in this film? But I just more love him. Like, I'll go watch just about anything Jack Black's in. Just because I really genuinely think he's a great actor. Like, he's a great person, I feel, as far as actors go. So I'm happy to support him. Please don't get cancelled. Yeah, look, wasn't a fan of the Jumanji movie, but it was a Jumanji remake. What did you expect? You hate The Rock? Really?
Yeah, the Jumanji movie I think was a fun time. It was a fun time to make fun of a stupid movie, but it wasn't a good movie.
I feel like it would have been better if it hadn't been... If it didn't have the Jumanji name, it would have been a better movie.
Yeah, I think a lot of people went in with expectations, and even, like, expected it to be bad, because nothing's gonna live up to the original Jumanji, you know? Yeah, but their profession is acting. Have you never seen a wrestling match? It's all fake. Spoilers for anybody who doesn't watch wrestling.
One of my friends, told me, has a great saying about wrestling. Wrestling is drag for straight people.
Oh, dude, that's so true.
It is though. It's drag for straight people. It's people who put on over the top personas, who have a particular theme song. You know, and they have specific like gags and specific acts they do.
You ever been to a drag show?
I haven't. I feel like it's...
Oh, they're very fun.
I would love to go. Ah, that's how those pieces go together. I understand now.
I have boobs. Booba.
Wait, what? Booba?
Yeah, I'm making booba.
Ah, I see. Booba creation.
I make booba. Too shy to be in one or too shy to go to one? Because I feel like both can be true. I think burlesque is the coolest shit.
I've seen oh shoot, it's burlesque adjacent. What is it called? It starts with
Stripping.
Nope. 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 Oh, what's it called? Zathura is great.
I watched a guy named Bionic Pig on YouTube, and he goes through the Zathura movie, and I kind of agree with him that, like, I can understand why a lot of people put Zathura and Jumanji together, because they're both about board games and, like, things coming to life and stuff, but they are very different movies.
Definitely, yeah.
And also the twist with the Zathura movie, I love it so much. Burlesque is it's kind of like, it's definitely a sexualized version of dancing for, like, an audience, kind of like a strip show almost.
It's stripping adjacent. It's close. It's not stripping, but it's...
Yeah, but it's similar, but it's very, like,
dance
I would say it's very classy. Huh? Tripping adjacent. Oh, me and Windham have new insults for people now. We have Meat Garden, Meat Shield, which I guess is used in D&D a lot. And what was the last one, Wendy? God, I don't remember it, but it was pretty good. Oregon ravioli, that's right. Oh God.
What's it called? Not stripping. It's not burlesque. It's very much the same. Cabaret. That's what.
Yes.
Cabaret.
Yeah, stop judging my work, Merlin.
Let me just look over here at her work. Let's look. It's funny because I'm looking at the other screen, so I can't actually see what she's doing.
So my camera's not focusing.
Organ ravioli, he says. Ravioli.
Yeah, my camera's never gonna focus. I don't know why.
Yeah, mine shifts in and out. Damn, look at these bikes. They've definitely... Oh. Shit. Definitely...
Damn.
Come out pretty good.
See if that helps. If I turn the light off. Helps a little bit. Anyway.
Cabaret was fun. It's funny because we have... Do you have fringe shows? Like fringe festivals? There?
I do not know what that is, so I'm gonna go with probably not.
Fringe festival is basically a festival... it's an arts festival. So they have lots of different, like, performing arts. So there'll be, like, comedy... stuff like cabaret, burlesque, musicals, other stuff like that, basically. And oh no, it's come off. I think I lent my hand down. There we go. And other stuff like that, and it is basically. Yeah, this huge big festival. It happens in my state. Basically a whole month, I think, or it's either 2 or 3 weeks. And yeah, you can go see a bunch of different shows. Fringe festivals are so fun. We need to get you guys over to Australia at some point. We can do a big tour. That'd be fun. Be very hot though. Just because we'd all be there. What's agoraphobic? Is that where you can't leave your house? I forget.
You get like scared in large crowds.
Gotcha. I know it meant something like that. Drive 3 hours to the next state to find anything beside a Walmart.
It's a very rural area.
Yeah, we'll bring you over to Australia, you may. It'll be fun. So, I want to bring you guys at, like, the heat of summer as well, like, dead summer. That'd be so much fun.
The fear of the outside is... I don't know, but I know agoraphobic is like the fear of being somewhere you feel like you can't escape. Because my old friend used to have that during class, like during lectures and stuff in big lecture halls. She would have to like sit next to an exit because like just having so many people around her felt like he like couldn't breathe. Booba.
Yeah, after the stream ends, I'll show you some of the beaches that are near to me. They are insane. So much fun in summer.
I would recommend anyone who wants to like go somewhere, fucking do it, man. Like, I went to Europe during a gap year between high school and university, and fucking loved every second of it. I love.
Yeah, me and Astra did Japan in 2019. We were planning on going back last year, but, you know, obviously that didn't happen.
Man, why didn't you just go back?
Well, man, I don't know. So, I think Europe is next on our list. That'll be so much fun.
But yeah, I can totally understand getting culture shock just from being in a different part of the United States.
Well, I am of the firm opinion that the United States really should be at least 4 different countries. To be fair, at the very least. So I just feel like the culture is just so different between like East, West, South, and then Midwest. I just feel it's all so different. Yeah, the tech malls are super fun. What's Farmer?
I don't know what that is. Not gonna lie.
Oh, it's just like a technology like superstore. They have like entire skyscraper, like a whole like 5-story building that's just tech. It's crazy.
I never understood why Alaska was a state. Like, I'm sure there's some like political, like historical reason.
They bought it off Russia, I believe. It was Russia, but then the US was like, "Hey, can we have that?" And Russia were like, "Yeah, right." Yeah, Christmas at the beach. Yeah, that probably sounds weird to you guys.
It does, and like it kind of sucks because last year my ex was in Florida for Christmas, and I had to stay in the Midwest, and it like snowed, and it got to like negative. Oh God, I don't know what it would be in Celsius, but it got to like negative 20 here, which is like really cold. It's like really bad. Like getting in the negatives is bad, but like that's pretty far.
Yeah.
And like he was sending me pictures like on the beach, and I was like literally freezing my ass off like in that house.
Mm-hmm. Well, last year I spent of Christmas Day, I think I was in the pool for like 6 hours total of the entire of the whole Christmas Day. Which is, yeah, it must be weird for you Northern Hemisphere people to imagine that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, also, your season's opposite ours, so that's also a big difference there.
But to be fair as well, like, our winters are kind of like diet winter. Like today, to be fair, we are coming to the end of winter, but it was 22 degrees today, Celsius. And it's like winter.
Yeah.
So, like, we very rarely get below, like, 6 degrees, and that's only at night. Cultists gets it, like, maybe 12 degrees during the day, and that's on, like, really, really cold days. Yeah, Australia's weird.
It's nice in the winter where Wyndham lives. At least near Christmas time.
That's true.
Somebody write that down. Write that down. Write that down. I will piece it together. I'm great at escape rooms and puzzles and shit. I will figure this out.
You can definitely try.
Except that I didn't write anything down, and so therefore have no notes to go off of. And I forget things very easily.
I see. Yeah.
Are tornadoes a thing?
In Australia, no, we don't get
Australia?
tornadoes.
Oh, lucky.
We do get hurricanes though. We get very, very bad
Oh.
hurricanes. Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
I was about
Hurricanes
to
are probably worse than tornadoes.
Yeah, I was about to mention actually we are about to go into hurricane season, so
Be careful.
yeah, we should be fine. Like it depends. Either we'll have none or we'll have 3. So yeah. But our infrastructure is also pretty good. So even if we do get hurricanes, we lose power for like 6 hours and that's it.
I hate you.
So
There was this big storm that came through last year, and I lost power to my house for 4 days.
oh, that's not fun.
I had to throw away everything in my refrigerator and my freezer.
I just realized I should probably buy a generator for my fish.
Probably a good idea. If you lose power.
Just to keep the heater going. I don't really care about the lights or anything.
Do you have one of those bubblers?
I don't know. I have a lot of water flow through my tank. Like I have a sump, so I basically have a tank below the tank where all the filtration goes. So I don't need one because there's a lot of oxygenation happening in other places in the tank.
I have only ever had a betta fish, and it's because I was scared to have a pet. And so I was like, I can pretty much take care of this thing.
I think I've sent you pictures of my betta.
Yeah.
His name is Niv Mizzet, because he's the same colours as Niv Mizzet, red and blue. Yeah, bushfire season as well. I'm not looking forward to bushfire season. That's never fun.
Yeah, you guys be careful. I'm such a worrywart, so I'm gonna be worried regardless, but stay safe.
Yeah. Luckily, I don't live like in bushfire area, like a area for bushfires. I think Phoenix might, because I think he lives out country. I believe so. He might be a little bit more at risk, but
Well, all y'all.
Oh wow, is that the time already? It's been 2 hours already, Pastel.
Oh jeez, didn't even notice.
I know, neither did I.
Oh, I dropped a piece. Oh no.
Oh no.
At least it's shiny. I found it.
See, that's what I don't like about like when you drop Warhammer pieces, is because they're all grey, and I have grey carpet. Yeah. Lucky you, Windham.
down. Write that down.
Write that down. Write that down. No dangerous weather.
I love that SpongeBob meme so much. I use it all the time.
Mm.
I'll be honest, I don't know what that means. Is that a Warhammer thing? 3080?
I don't know. Oh, an RTX 3080. That's not something you want to drop, pal.
I don't understand. Oh, it's a graphics card.
Yeah, graphics card. Don't want to drop one of them.
Is it because it's fragile or what?
No, they're like over $1,000. Some of them are like $2,000.
Jesus Christ. And I thought it was bad. I had to get a new baseboard and a new CPU.
Oh, you call it a baseboard?
I think it's also called a something else, but my
motherboard
friend
is what we call it.
Yeah. I think it's called both, but my friend called it a baseboard.
That's interesting. I've never heard baseboard before. It's cool. I would sell someone else's kidney for a 3080. Yeah, Windham. Luckily, I live so far away from you. I'll do that.
You don't need both of them, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah, imagine selling your own kidney for a 3080 only to get a scam. My God.
I'd honestly expect that from people who are buying kidneys. Okay. I am not judging because I am also, like, borderline alcoholic caffeine addict. Is everyone on this platform alcoholic caffeine addict? Because I swear to God, the amount of times I have heard people...
I drink neither caffeine or alcohol.
How dare you?
I know.
How are you living life?
I just do it, man. It's just how I roll. So.
Wait, do you drink tea?
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
My favorite beverage is water. I know.
I don't understand this concept.
No.
Who is water?
Who is water? I don't know. I think she's from South Dakota. I don't know anything about South Dakota. I just thought it was, yeah. What is there to know about South Dakota? Are there any fun facts about the Dakotas? I know there's two of them.
I know there's two of them. There are some really pretty national parks in South Dakota.
Ah, cool.
Waldrug is in South Dakota.
What's in South Dakota?
It's called Waldrug. It's like this big... it used to be like a gold rush kind of place, and now it's a, like... I don't know. You kind of have to look it up to know what it is.
Oh, okay.
It's just kind of a thing. I don't know. I went there when I was a kid, and they got this big, like, what's it called? Like fountain, I guess, or like a water spray thing, and that's pretty rad.
Cool.
As a child, I found it very fun.
Cool. Yeah, Phoenix is part of that water gang.
Water gang, water gang, water gang.
Yeah, I just don't enjoy... alcohol. It's more... I can only drink when I'm at home. I can't drink if I'm, like, out. It's more of a, like, safety thing. I just don't feel safe.
That's fair.
As for... I refuse to drink caffeine out of... what's the word?
Principle?
Out of principle, just because, like, I want to prove to people that, like, oh my god, how do you live without, like, caffeine? And I'm like, I'll fucking show you.
Easily.
Yeah, fairly easily, honestly. It's not hard. Like, getting out of bed's difficult, but to be fair, getting people who enjoy caffeine out of bed is also difficult. I think I'm missing parts.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah. I think, unless I'm just being an idiot, which I don't think I'm being. Oh, unless I'm putting it... Fuck me. I'm an idiot. I was trying to put it in upside down.
I mean, anywhere, anytime. Sorry, was that too much?
Oh, I didn't even hear what you said. What did you say?
I was making a sex joke. You said fuck me, and I said anywhere, anytime.
Oh. Yeah, sure. We'll get Astrid in on it. I'm sure she'd enjoy that.
I think spite is a great reason to do anything, not gonna lie. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, that's literally why I don't drink caffeine. It's just out of spite. It's why I also haven't shaved my beard. Or trimmed my beard. I'll never shave my beard, but...
I am such a brat that whenever someone tells me to do something, I'm like, now I want to do it less, just because you told me to. Like...
But yeah, that's kind of why. Alcohol's a little different. Like, the other day, for Astrid's birthday, we went out with some friends for, like, a lunch. So we were day drinking. And I felt really icky. I just don't like the feeling of being drunk. Or, like, not even drunk, but, like, alcohol. Not a fan.
I mean, that's valid.
Yeah. So, luckily, I have a really... Oh, shiza. Oh, no! There we go. Found it. Luckily, I have a really accepting group of friends who don't, like... Who aren't like, oh my god, you need a drink with us. You know what I mean?
Peer pressure.
Yeah, there's no, like, peer pressure in our group. We peer pressure each other to do dumb shit. But not, like, important stuff like that.
I really like beer. I turned 18 in Germany. So
that would have been fun.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, you can drink beer before you're 18 there, but you can start drinking liquor when you're 18. So I grew a very good appreciation of a good beer. Which is why I hate American beer so much.
I would imagine.
So bad. It is. You know what's bad about drinking beer in Germany? It is cheaper than drinking water.
Oh, that's rough. That's dangerous.
So good. It is so cheap. Or during Christmas season, they'll have the winter, like the Christmas festival or whatever, the Christmas market, and they'll sell Glühwein, and it's so fucking good. It's like a heated spice wine.
Oh, like mulled wine?
Yeah. Kind of like that. It's just got its own special, like, flavor. Like, I've always thought of mulled wine as, like, nutmeg, cinnamon, like, more, autumny, wintry taste and stuff, where Glühwein is very, like, I don't even know, like, spicy fruity.
I'm a big fan of cider. And I drink a lot of Tennessee honey, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I mix Tennessee honey with lemonade, which not the American style lemonade. Oh gosh, how do I describe Schweppes lemonade? Have you had Schweppes?
Like Mike's Hard?
No. It is. Yo ho, and some crumpets and tea. You wouldn't be wrong. Oh, it's more
just
like
funnier because Wyndham's not British.
Yeah, that's even funnier. It's like Sprite.
Okay.
You know, like that kind of lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
I have basically Tennessee honey and Sprite. It's amazing. I love it. Tastes so good.
I hate gin. I hate gin so
I
much.
haven't really tried gin, so I can't form an opinion.
Here's an idea. Don't.
Don't? All right, I'll take your word for it.
It's so bad. No, fuck off, Wyndham. You can't have an opinion. Because your opinion's wrong. Not for any other reason. I love learning things about tequila. Specifically, what it tastes like.
I haven't tried tequila actually. We have it, but I just haven't tried it yet. To fuck. That seems very tequila to me.
Yeah. There's a drink at a lot of the local bars in town because I live in a town with a university in it. That have drinks that are called adios motherfuckers. And it's like 3 different types of tequila. And you drink one and you're fucking gone, man.
Oh
like
my God.
Your night is over.
Well, that's kind of the whole point of university drinking, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just your night is done. You're gone. It feels so weird because I did not have a very traditional college experience.
Neither have I, to be honest. You talk about yours, though.
What? Oh, I was just gonna say that I joined the gaming club and then, I became vice president of our role-playing club and, I didn't have time for, parties and stuff because I was literally running around trying to put together, half of our events and shit. Stressed out of my mind.
I'm kind of not similar in a way. I joined the gaming club first year as well. But I was involved for a while, but then the management. So I've been at university 4 years, right? And we've had the same executive committee the whole time. So like it's a bunch of people like, in their mid-20s who haven't left uni yet and they're only still here running the club. And I'm like, y'all need to move on with your lives because like it's just become this thing where it's just like the same people and no new people are like encouraged to join and like participate. It's kind of like just move along, old people. Let the youngins like run the club.
The hip, cool.
Not even hip and cool. Just like let somebody else do it because they're just taking in the money from the university to run the club and not doing anything with it. But I also live an hour away from my university, so I can't really go out drinking with school friends because they all live a million years away.
I don't think that's how distance works, but I mean...
Like, they live an hour away, and it's like, I know these... I like, talk to these people once a week. Like, am I really going to go out drinking with them? No. It's a lot of effort.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh my God, so you don't live a million years away? Wow. Fake news.
Yeah. No.
Oh no. So, I finished my, my bikes. They're all done. Look, go. Got little wheels.
I'm almost done with the body, it looks like.
Wait. The booty.
The booty.
The booty.
The booty.
The booty.
I think the booty will come after that, actually.
Ah, yeah, probably. But yeah, what is my... I don't really have any wild university stories. I didn't really do much.
Wow. Wait, in America? Because we don't usually graduate until we're 18.
Mm.
Because when do you guys graduate? Whatever your version of high school is.
Wow, we call it high school.
Oh, okay.
We don't have middle school. We just have primary school and high school. Primary school is years 1 to... Could we just call it like year 1, year 2? So we have year 1 to 7 in primary school. And then we have year 7 to 12 in high school. And yeah, it was... I was 17. Some people were 18 though. So you're either 17 or 18. We had one person who was 16, but they were like, they got pushed up a year. Because they were super smart. He studies physics now. But, yeah, they were all, 17, 18. So.
How the fuck does this piece go on?
But yeah, we can drink from 18 here in Australia, so. We ain't like you Americans and you're 21. My whole idea is if you can vote, you can drink.
Yeah, there's a lot of... Well, in my state this year, they pushed up the smoking age to 21, too.
I think that's a good thing. I think pushing the smoking age is good. Drinking, I think, is kind of like, they're going to get their hands on it one way or the other. Which I guess you can kind of say for smoking as well, but...
Yeah, I would say the same thing about smoking, if we're being honest.
Although, how expensive is smoking in America?
I think it's less expensive than a lot of other places.
Yeah. So, let me check.
Oh!
Sorry, was there a big sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I hit my lamp by accident.
Pretty good. But, yeah, because a lot of tobacco is grown in America, I'm gonna say it's probably a lot cheaper to smoke here than other places.
Yeah, so the average pack, so 20 cigarettes in Australia costs $23 Australian. Oh wait, no, it's been pushed up. So a 20 pack is 48, almost 50 Australian dollars, which is 35 American dollars.
Yeah, that's a lot more expensive than I think they are here, because I think you can buy a pack of cigarettes at the store. I don't know how many come in a pack, because I don't smoke.
Yeah.
But I think it's like $5 or $6.
Yeah. In Australia, they're trying to wipe out smoking, basically, in, like, young people. So they raise the price really, really high to make it basically inaccessible to young people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with alcohol, they can be like, hey, older brother, go buy me some, like, really cheap vodka or whatever. But with cigarettes, it's like, hey, go buy me a 50-pack of cigarettes. And they'll be like, fuck no. I'm not going to buy you a 50-pack of cigarettes. Are you crazy? So...
That's my whole allowance.
Exactly. So yeah, it's very expensive in Australia. So luckily I don't. I don't even drink alcohol, so I don't think I would smoke.
I know cigarettes were pretty cheap in Germany too. My host mother smoked quite a bit.
Europe's a pretty smoke-heavy like region.
Place, yeah.
It's like that in Japan as well. Lots of smokers in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, like a ton. Huge smoke.
That is not something I expected.
No, it really caught me and Astrid off guard. How many people smoke? Because you go into some, because sometimes of the day, some stores, they have smoking hours where you're allowed to smoke in like restaurants and cafes and stuff. So we basically stuck to the family-friendly places. So yeah, it was interesting. It was a big culture shock for us.
I might just not know the verbiage, but is a cigarette dispenser like a vending machine where you can buy them? Because it was like there was a place right next to my school that sold. It was like a convenience store, right? So you could buy like snacks and stuff during your lunch period or whatever.
Was this in America?
But no, in Germany.
Oh yeah.
And they sold cigarettes there.
Damn, crazy.
But we didn't have a vending machine, and I don't think I saw any. There might have been some in the train station, but I'm not quite sure. I think a lot of places have stalls now, so they don't need the vending machines. Although they might have them in places where like people would be at late, where like the stall wouldn't be open, like near a bar or something.
So,
but I think the oh, sorry.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say, I think the local bar actually sold cigarettes out of the bar. Like, you could buy them there.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Although, marijuana is illegal in almost all parts of Australia still. Which is... Yeah. Like, overall, Australia's a pretty progressive country, and we're slowly coming to, like, oh yeah, maybe we should legalize it. But...
Delegalize it. It's already legal. Let's take it off.
Yeah, I believe medicinal marijuana is legal, but recreational isn't yet. You can still get your hands on it, but yeah.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of money. $15 for a pack of cigarettes.
Well, ours is 35 American dollars.
I mean, yeah, but like still, holy.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you live in a state where it's still illegal, Corpse?
North Carolina, I'm gonna say probably still has it illegalized.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Because I know it's legal in the West, right?
Quite a few places. Yeah. Like Oregon, California, Washington. But there are a couple more conservative states over there that probably haven't picked it up yet.
Yeah. See, this is why I firmly believe not Australia. America is just a whole bunch of countries, because state laws they're essentially countries. VA, is that Vermont? VA.
Virginia.
Virginia. Just legalized. Okay. So okay.
Surprising for Virginia because it's also very conservative.
Usually conservative states, lag behind. In saying that, we do have very conservative states here in Australia as well. Have you heard of Tasmania?
No.
Okay, so you know if you look at a map of Australia, we have that little island down the bottom right?
I would have to look at a map, but yes.
Okay, so Australia has this island at the bottom right of the country. It's huge. It's a state called Tasmania. And they are hyper-conservative. And they've actually... so they made abortion legal, and now they've made it illegal again. So you have to fly to the mainland to get an abortion if you want one. Yes, the one with the Tasmanian devil. Which oh god, those things sound so fucking creepy. My lord. That's why they're called devils. They sound like them. But yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so close.
So close.
To getting this. Come on, just click. Just click for me.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture real quick.
Where'd you... Come on.
Alright, here we are. I'm sending you an image.
gonna get little plastic pieces all in my mouse, aren't I? Oh, yeah.
Down the bottom right. Yeah, that's Tasmania there. So yeah, we call Tasmania is basically our south. So like, you guys have like, you know, the American South. We have Tasmania. Do we have a Discord for this channel? No, we don't. But you can find us over at some of the others. Windham, are you still in the chat? Yep, could you add links for Bulb Squad, Cat Ham Appreciation Club, and the Terrarium? Pastel's Terrarium.
I think I did an oopsie.
You did an oopsie?
And I'm gonna have to go back like 14 steps to fix it.
Is it glued as well?
But... No, you don't glue Gundams at all. You just, they
cool.
stick together, which is good. But I'm trying to see if I was supposed to cut this off or not. Probably was.
Oh, it kept giving you errors? That's weird.
I know how this goes on, but I shouldn't have to clip it off, right? Right? They wouldn't make me do that, right?
Mm.
Okay, so this is this piece here, right? And then they get me to turn it. Yeah, and I don't clip it, so... Okay. So now I'm trying to figure out how to get this piece to stick in.
Well, that is the perfect way to watch VTT on a TV with surround sound. That is perfect.
Dude, it sounds like fun.
Mm. Also, real quick, I think I mentioned it to you guys before. Our YouTube has been doing really well recently.
Really?
Yeah, we've been getting like averaging like 8 hours of views on our I Review Nights episodes, which is crazy.
Nice.
So
I'm glad that people like it.
yeah, it's really nice. I think I know who one of them is, but I don't know. Exactly. I'm trying to really open up our... I've done multiple versions of the thumbnails to try and make them as eye-catching as possible. But it's gone through a couple of different iterations. I think I might end us in a minute.
I want to get this on so bad. I'm sorry. I want to figure this out before we end. Like,
that's cool. I'm happy to chill here and chat.
Frustrating me to no end that I can't figure this out to save my life.
Amazing.
Because I feel like it's got to be that. Like, I don't know anything else that's stopping it from clicking in.
I think I need to get some Gundams.
It's fun. I love it a lot, honestly. Yeah, because this is not going to fit on the side. So this has to sit here, right? This is... And I can't figure out why it's not clicking. And I don't want to accidentally cut it. But on the other side, I don't care. Don't do this, kids. This is not how you do this.
Don't be like me, kids.
Do as I say, not as I do. Don't do this.
Don't do drugs.
Now let's see if I can get this to fit.
Anyway, what other interesting topics can we talk about?
Have you seen Evangelion?
I have not. I really need to see it. It's been on my watch list for a long time. I just haven't been in an anime watching mood for quite some time.
Oh my god, this is gonna kill me if I can't figure out how to do this.
Evangelion is good and also terrible. A much must watch for everybody. Terrible as in like... Terrible as in sad? Giant robot anime is always good. 100%. Is it not clicking in still?
I'm trying to turn it around, maybe. There we go. I had it up or backwards.
That'll do it.
Or maybe not.
Is that upside down?
No. This is not gonna want to click. No, this one's not upside down. It was like... Okay, no. This one has to fit along her back like this. Maybe I'll try to figure it out off stream because I'm really having a hard time. Because this one fits here perfectly.
Big O. Story
Oh,
so dissatisfying, but it feels right in a weird way. What was that? Sorry, Pastel?
Have you seen Darwin's Game?
Darwin's Game? No, I have not. There's a lot
That
of
one's
stuff I
really
haven't
good.
seen.
I binge watched Darwin's Game and that was amazing.
Windham says Darwin's Game is pretty pog.
I liked it a lot. Oh, fucking god. This cannot be this hard. I must be doing something wrong. Like...
Is there a bit inside? Like, is there a bit for it to click into?
Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at, right?
Alright.
So, this... I know the
No,
stream lags.
it is focusing.
You see it?
Yep.
Right? So we've got these pieces down here that are going to click in to these openings, right?
Gotcha.
And so you would assume it goes in like this, right? And
Yeah.
it clicks up here with these two pieces on the top, like here. And I got that to work, but the bottom piece does not want to click in.
Weird. Is there a piece that looks similar to that, but isn't?
Let's see. Did I cut out the wrong piece? C13. Where did C go? I don't know. I also cut out C12. But I assume I used that earlier because that's a smaller piece. And it looks like, on the picture, this looks like here. But the wording is in Japanese, and I can't read it.
Ah, that's not fun.
On the thing. And I'm like... And it shows me on this side how to click it in. But it doesn't show me on this side how to click it in. And I'm just kind of assuming at this point. But also I've gotten so... Like, I cannot figure it out to the point where I'm like, I cannot be assuming. Oh my god.
You got it?
Oh my god, maybe. I don't want to break it. So
Have you managed
scared.
to, like, click it into the bottom first?
I'm trying. Because I think what's happening is it's just so small that I keep catching it on the plastic part. But at this point, my face is going to be on camera in a minute.
That wouldn't be such a bad thing.
It wouldn't be such a bad thing, but I like to keep the illusion
The illusion,
that
yeah.
I am actually a beautiful snake woman and not a
Well, both can be
horrifying
true.
goblin woman.
See, I think that's one of the benefits of having a model that looks like me. A face reveal would do nothing. Because they're just like, oh, it just looks like Merlin. Okay, cool. Back to the model now.
Okay. I'm gonna have to figure this off screen because it might
All
take
right.
me a minute.
No problems. Well, thank you for watching, everybody, and joining us. Hashtag get those emotes ready. It's time to hashtag plug yourself. Pastel, where can we find you?
Yeah, my name is Pastel the Snake. I'm on Twitter and Twitch under that name. And then obviously my Discord was linked in the chat. God, that shouldn't have
That's the
taken me
word.
so long. I'm on VTT on Saturdays as Matif Thorough, which I'm really loving. I'll actually be here on Thursday to do the Other Side podcast, which I'm excited for. Me and Winham have a collab on Wednesday. We'll be playing an asymmetrical co-op game. And yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff on Wednesdays. I usually do Gundam building, but because we did this Monday, me and Winham are going to do Wednesday. So
Awesome.
yeah, that's me.
Cool. And as always, I'm Merlin the Magister. I'm here. I have a channel that I occasionally use, but I'm usually here. Yeah, keep an eye out. Keep an eye out on our Twitter. That's where you'll find most updates and things. And yeah, the other side on Thursday, they'll be discussing Matif, which is going to be interesting. And as well as Iruvian Nights, our D&D show at the usual time on Saturday at 10 p.m. Australian Western Standard Time, 10 a.m. American Eastern Standard Time, I think it's called. Whatever the American one is. Atlantic Time? I don't know.
It's Eastern time.
Eastern Time, that's the one. And whatever, I think it's... I can't remember what time it is
It's
for Windham.
9 a.m. my time for Central Standard Time.
Yeah, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I think it's 1 p.m. Central European Time. So European Summertime, I think. Can't remember though. But yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you. I can say this because we'll see you on the other side. Bye everyone.